Sorry. Yeah, later on that night, I woke up and I was in my backyard, and for some reason, I just appeared in my backyard, in just in the undergrowth, where the sort of overhead greenhouse was, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" And I looked around me, and everything was covered in a white, sparkly light, kind of like static, but everything was covered in it. Like, the grass was covered in it, the trees were covered in it, the plants were covered in it. It was fucking weird. And there was a gate that led outside, and I walked up to the gate and I opened the gate and I walked through to a little like concrete asphalt, sort of like a basketball court, because that's what it was used for. And I walked onto that, and then I was right in the backyard, and it was about a quarter of an acre backyard, and I saw this massive, what looked like a giant black bongo. And I'm just like, what the fuck is a giant black bongo doing in my backyard at 3 a.m.? And I just thought that was weird. And then I looked at it a little bit closer, and the bongo had texture to it, and it sort of looked like veins. And I thought to myself, hey, that looks like a cocoon, like a giant fucking cocoon. What the fuck is that? And then the thing opened up, and it was no fucking cocoon. It was giant wings, giant bat wings. And this creature, what looked, I can only say what it looked like a fucking demon. And it had a giant beak and horns, and it smiled. Like, its beak had the texture of lips. Like, even knowing it looked like a beak, it moved like lips, like it smiled at me like that, and it had big ass sharp teeth. And it was fucking huge. And at the time, I was a big Anne Rice interview with the Vampire fan, so I just thought, oh, fucking awesome. Vampire, how you doing, man? What's up? And it freaked out, and it didn't know what to make of me. It's like, holy shit, this guy's not scared of me. And so then it started to change, and it turned into like pure light. And I stopped looking at it because I decided to look up for some weird reason. And when I looked up at the sky, I saw these about 12 flying mongoloids, butt naked, with putrid skin. And they were just stationary in the sky. And they were all looking down at me, all 12 of them. And one of them I remembered because he looked right at me, and he had like a bald head. He looked a little bit different from the others, and he was looking right at me. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing, like just in awe. And then I looked straight up, and I saw this giant gray alien head, sort of like, well, it looked like an alien, but it was massive. It was the size of the moon. And it just came down from the sky, and it was smiling right at me with these big sharp teeth and these gleaming black eyes. And I just passed out straight away, and I fainted. And then I woke up in my bed, and I thought to myself, how the fuck do you faint in a dream? Well, that was the first time that I came face to face with the Mothman. And I drew a little picture. It's a really shitty drawing, but I'll give you a look just so you can have sort of a clear idea of exactly what it was. Let's just, sorry, I'm gonna have to stop this and then record